Going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. I'm here, back on Sheep State TV. Shout out to everybody tonight. Shout out to everybody that's gonna come through tonight, of course. You know, got another good show tonight lined up. It's called Have Black Men Given Up on Their Women? Have black men given up on their women? You know, we need to know that. We need to ask that question. We need to know if that's true or not. That's what we need to know. And hopefully I could get some black men to come through tonight and just chime in on this because I've been thinking about this a lot. You know, there's a lot of black women on and off YouTube who they feel they have a very bad taste in their mouth for black men. And I want to know why. Is it because they just listening to other people? They're not really experiencing things by themselves? Or is it a mixture of both? Or are we really letting our women down? Are we really doing this? Like I say, man, I always like to look at myself, you know, and I always work on myself to be better because that's what it's always about. It's always about striving to be better. And I think a lot of our black women feel like a lot of us black men are not striving to be better because the better we are for ourselves is the better we are for them, you know? And I feel like a lot of black women feel negative about us because they feel like we're not trying no more. We're not even trying. We're not even showing them any effort. We're not showing them that we're really concerned about the family. You know, we it's almost like they look at us like we're just defeated. And I hear a lot of black women saying this. So I have to pose this question to the brothers. Have we given up on our women? Really? And when I say that, I mean, have we given up to the point where we stop striving to be better men? Or have we got complacent? Have we got comfortable with just being the way we are? These is the questions I posed tonight, y'all. You know, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You know, I appreciate y'all coming through tonight here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Make sure y'all hit that like button too, by the way. But have black men given up on their women? Have we? In what ways have we? And I feel like a lot of women feel like that. So that's why there's a lot of black women out here that grab black men and control them too. And treat them, in a messed up way. Because a lot of these dudes are weak. These dudes are weak. They're not giving they're not giving our women nothing to believe in no more. nothing to feel secure in. And I see this because I see the type of dudes that these women are accepting. They're not accepting them because they really, really like these dudes. They accepting them because they could do anything they want to them. And see, I learned as I got older that a woman don't respect no man that she could just walk all over. If she feel like she could do anything to you, she definitely ain't got no respect for you. She definitely running around with other dudes because she don't got no respect for you. And you can see that. And it's become such a thing that now you can see it even in the celebrity world. See, before it always looked like, you know, the celebrity guy had the woman in check, but now it's the other way around. It's the other way around now. Look at how Khloe Kardashian be having these dudes wrapped up into her. These dudes be messing up their whole careers. She pregnant by Tristan Thompson now. He had a he had a jacked up year last year because he was running around with her. She did the same thing when she was with James Harden. But these women get with these dudes because they know they suckers. And they know that they could manipulate these guys. They know. That's why they get with them. Look at old ass Amber Rose running around with 21 dildo Savage. Pink hot dog man. Look what she got him doing. She got him in a slut walk. He her girlfriend. See? But see, the average dude thinking, oh, 21 Savage, he got Amber Rose. Oh, he got Amber. Oh, nah, Amber chose him because she knows she could do stuff. She could do certain stuff to him. He's vulnerable. He's wide open. He's ready for the taking. She knows this. She knows she couldn't get Kanye to walk in no slut walk. I'm a grown man. What do you mean walk with you in a female walk? He walking. Sucker, man. You see? And now our black woman is starting to adopt that mentality, the regular black woman. She's starting to adopt that mentality too. Like all these dudes is suckers. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna make them do what I want them to do. They want to be with me, they gonna have to follow what I say. This is how they moving because they don't got no respect. Because this dude's like 21 Savage out here that got a couple dollars. But they know that these dudes is weak, so it don't even matter. The money don't even matter. But they know that they can't be with a regular dude because a regular dude with some intelligence gonna stand on something. He ain't walking around in no slut walk, because he don't wear rompers and shit. But these dudes be weirdos. And these women understand that. And they know that they could play on that. And that's what they do. That's what they do. To the point where now a man that stand on something is like you corny to a lot of black women. Because they done got so used to this 21 Savage type of mentality. They done got so used to it that now they think this is what it is. This is how black men are giving it up. This is what they think. You see what I'm saying? We have to always consider things, black men. We can't just continue to point the finger. We gotta consider what the women are saying at some point. And then when I see shit like 21 Savage, I mean, come on. And we trying to be out here demanding respect. When you got grown men in slut walks, you got Bobby Valentinos out here that been singing to women for years. Even had some of us singing Bobby Valentino to their girl. And he really singing to men. You see what I'm saying? Now you got women that's going on dates with dudes and gotta ask dudes is they gay before where they live at. Cause dudes be so flimsy. Dudes be so weak, no backbone. These women be looking at them like, man, I'm gonna take him to the gay club with me. This is what, come on. But then we talk about demanding some respect. Or we standing on something. If we were standing on something as a group of men, then our women will respect us more. That's why I don't really look at all that group mentality. All that stuff is really a fallacy. Everybody has to be judged individually. It's an individual thing. Because a lot of black men out here is flimsy. They real flimsy. And that's just the truth. And in some form of fashion, black women are like, man, these dudes don't want us. They don't want to do anything to have us, to keep us, anything. So they looking at it like we gave up. We gave up. And I feel like, and I'm gonna just keep it real. Now, I don't care who a person dates. If you like other cultures of people, date who you please. But my whole thing is I don't I look at when a black man who has dealt with black women most of his life and they just go and start dating other nationalities because of things like black women attitudes and shit like that. I look at it like you gave up. You too weak to handle a black woman. I honestly feel like that because I don't think that no woman's attitude ever make me feel like, especially if I'm dealing with them in a relationship, will make me say, oh, altogether, I'm not gonna deal with black women no more. I may not deal with that black woman no more because I can't deal with her attitude. But just to say I'm not dealing with black women no more, period, because of their attitude, that's some weak shit. That's some weak shit. That's just weak to me. That's a weak ass excuse. Because black women could turn around and say, oh, I'm giving up on black men because black men cheat a lot. That's some weak shit on their part. Because every man ain't like that. So I feel like that's another way that black men is showing that we giving up on our women. And we have to consider these things, black men. I'm not calling black men to the floor like I'm trying to shit on us. It's not that. But these are things we have to consider if we saying we stand up dudes. We have to consider our women. Because a lot of times we get caught up in what we doing and we start to ignore shit that our women say. The little shit that we always look at as complaints. We have to consider, man. At some point, we gotta put shit, we gotta put the ego aside and consider shit. If we want to be with our women, if we find that to be important, if you find that to be important as a black man, that you and your woman have a functional and effective relationship that's progressive, then we have to consider these things that I'm bringing up. If you wonder why your wife and her homegirls, when they get together, they sitting around and you think they bashing men, it's because of certain shit that they dealing with. We can't take it personal because if you're not that type of dude, then they not talking about you. But at the end of the day, you have to consider it. And as black men, this is the shit we need to be sitting around talking about. We have to consider what the shit that they be saying and break it down. Because when you got 21 savages running around, I can see why. This dude is in a slut walk. Young Jock just wore a dress, talking about he did it for the money. This is what black women are talking about. And we 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 can't understand what they saying. Look at this shit. It's a mess. You know what I'm saying? It's a mess. And we just got to keep it real. That's just what we have to do. We have to keep it real. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. But we have to because it's too much of it going on. It's a lot of hypersexual and hidden homosexuality going on. Like I said before, you got women now that's asking dudes if they gay on the first date before they know where they live at. Because of the high influx of this stuff. And then we wondering why you hear a lot of black women saying what they saying. And I'm not talking about the ones who just miserable and got a burnt ass about, being hurt in relationships and stuff like that. I'm talking about the women who actually sit down and break stuff down. Because there's a lot of examples where women could say certain shit. And as a man, if you don't fit that criteria, you shouldn't feel no way. But you should consider it. Like, damn, why she really feel like that? But you gotta look at the dudes. Look at the dudes you know. Look at the dudes you grew up with. Look at the dudes you're currently around. We gotta consider these things, man. Because life is only about getting better. That's what we here for. To learn and be better. And the better we are for ourselves, the better we could be for our women. It's just that simple. We can't give up on ourselves and think we're not giving up on our women. That's just the truth. You know, we really have to take that into consideration. you know? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Uncle Shug. You know, shout out to Sonya. Shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Elm City. You know, and shout out to Elm City too, because I be listening to you going in too, sis, and I be, you know, this is a reason why I consider doing this show too, because you be going in, and I be like, damn, where do this frustration come from? Where do this anger and where do it come from? But then when I see shit like 21 Savage, when I see shit like this, when I see shit like R. Kelly, you know, I be like, damn, she got a point. You know what I'm saying? Like our image is fucked up, and we don't really we don't really think like, damn, what are we gonna do to fix it to our women? Fuck fixing it to the white man. What about fixing our image to our women? So we could be received and looked at in a way to our family. That should be more important than looking like you on the same level as a white man who ain't paying no attention to your ass because he running around doing the same shit you doing. He trying to look better than his next door neighbor who got more money than him. So y'all running on the same gerbil wheel, but you competing with this idiot. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, this is what made me consider this topic too. Cause I be like, damn, where do that, you know, where do that? Cause I can hear it in your voice, like that frustration. And you not one of these women that just hate dudes that come on YouTube and just, you know what I'm saying? And just hate black men and, you know, on some burnt, mad, you know, I can't get over my last boyfriend shit. You don't sound like that. I'm lonely and need a boyfriend type shit. So I'm on here talking about black men because the black men I like don't like me. You don't sound like that. You sound like you've been trying to get through to a lot of black men to understand how you feel and what you need from them, and you just haven't been getting it. And then you come on here and you hear certain shit, and it's like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, man. You definitely, you know, you definitely helped me formulate this topic along with my bro, you know, putting me on with this 21 Savage clown, you know, walking around like a little Atlanta gangster slut, you know. This guy's he these dudes is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we have to, like I said, we have to start thinking, man. Have we given up on our women? Because a lot of them feel that way, and we need to find out why. You know, especially like anybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If y'all in a relationship or whatever, just ask your significant other. Do you feel like black men in general have given up on women, on black women? You know, just to have this conversation, because this is a conversation that's needed. This is a conversation that's needed. Trust me. Because this conversation also can tell how a black man generally feels about a black woman and how a black woman generally feels about a black man. Because a lot of us that's in relationships just coexist with each other because we have a lot of shit invested into each other and we don't want to mess shit up. But we don't actually sit down and have these heart-to-heart conversations just as people also. Because we're still people in these relationships. You're not just this man's wife, you're still a woman that's around this man every day, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So we have to take that into consideration. We have to have these types of conversations with our significant other. We can't be afraid to. We really can't. But what's going on, man? What's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat, man? Y'all cool out, man. Whoever in the chat, whoever just came in, shout out to you. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You know, hit that like button if you came in. Make sure you hit the like button. Tonight's topic is have black men giving up on their women. I'm about to put the link in the chat in a few minutes. But giving up black men is something definitely something we cannot do. We cannot do this. And we have to stop showing signs of us giving up also. Because then that leads to our women not feeling secure. When our women don't feel secure, you know, things are not gonna be good. So as long as she not happy, your ass won't be happy. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat now. People could come on, render their voice. Peace to Black Sahara. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I got the link in the chat, y'all. Whoever want to come through and touch on this topic, black men, black women, whoever. Don't even have to be a black woman or a black man. You got a open perspective on this. Hit the link and come on through. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Another example that I feel, where a black man have pretty much given up on black women is Shannon Sharpe. Like that's my man. He a real intelligent brother, stand up guy. But why wouldn't you marry a black woman? What is it about a black woman that you cannot deal with as a wife? Now I can understand if you've dated outside your culture the whole, your whole life. I could pretty much understand that. And I to the utmost, I respect Shannon Sharpe. There's no way I'm bashing the brother, but if I was to meet him and have a chance to have a conversation with him, I would ask him that. You know, why aren't you married to a black woman? You know, what is it that made you say you can't marry one? You know, like what's going on with that? And not that I feel any other way about him. I just feel like these type of affluent black men decided to give up on black women, decided to leave them behind, and for them to be left with whatever's left of black men, you know? But I see somebody on the panel. What up? What up? Peace. Chief Stay Sleep TV.
What's up with it, bro?
What's going on, bro?
I'm just chilling now. What's up to everybody in the chat? You know? Yeah, bro. Definitely, we was chopping it up earlier, about this craziness, I mean, a lot of the bros did give up on black women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's for stupid reasons, you know? But them type of bros, you know what I'm saying, they didn't gave up on the black women, but yet they know how to deal with other situations. But you can't deal with a black woman. Like, come on, man. And I think a lot of it got to do with, bro. My saying. It got a lot to do with, burnt sorrows. You know.
Right. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So burnt sorrows. Got a lot to do with why a lot of the black men then gave up on their women. I mean, I guess, a lot of men handle their situations different, but, to take it to that point, you know, you need to sit down and, reevaluate some things, you know. But I mean, bro, let's keep it a buck though, bro. Everybody done gave up on everybody these days, bro. Everybody want to run to other people's TPs, you know, looking for, finances and, looking for, a safe haven, you know?
So are you saying that a lot of black men go and date other cultures of women as a safety net, like financially?
I say that. I think some of them do it because that's just what the fuck they want to do. But then there's other ones that, cause they trying to come up, you always got to add, yeah, you know what I'm saying, some of them, like I said, they trying to hit a lick, you know, burnt sorrows, you know, and then they thinking it's greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
So do you think that if these rich black dudes were with black women, Do you think
Do you
they'll
think
be in the
they'll be in
same
the same
predicament they're in
predicament
now,
they're in now,
or would they
or would
be
they
in
be
worse?
in worse?
That's a good question. I mean, the way people running these days, bro, I really can't answer that. I mean, that's the whole thing. You can't run, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of way, hoping and praying and wishing that, you know, the other revolving door is going to be sweet, because it just might not be. Everybody got they, different, these brothers, they got their own different, you know, they got their own different reasons for the shit they do.
Right.
But as a black man giving up on a black woman, I mean, you know, you just can't do that.
So,
So,
what do you
what
consider
do you
giving up
consider
on a
giving
black
up
woman?
on a black
Because I
woman?
look at it
Because I
like
look
this:
at it like this:
if you've been
if
dealing with
you've been
black
dealing
women
with black women
all your life,
all your life
up until
up until
you got a
you
good
got a
career,
good
or
career, or
you done got you some
done got
money,
you
and
some
then
money, and then
you decide to
you
go and date
decide to go and date
or be with other
or be with
cultures of
other
women,
cultures of women,
I feel like you
I
just
feel
gave
like
up.
you just gave up.
Yeah, now that's definitely a faggot giving up. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and I see a lot of, the black men doing it, man. You can't be using no black woman to help you through the struggle and, you know, be there for you through thick and thin. And then as soon as you get a couple dollars in your pocket and you come up, you go take off running.
Right.
Just like Cube said on the Death Certificate album. Soon as y'all get some dough, you want to put a white bitch on your elbow. You know what I'm saying? So, that type of fuck shit been going on for years. And that shit ain't cool. I don't co-sign that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if I was in a predicament like that and I'm famous, shit. If I couldn't pull a Pandemanium bitch, when I ain't have a couple dollars, I don't want her when I do get a couple dollars. That's just how it is with me.
Right.
Right.
Let me see what
Let me see
JT
what
think.
JT
JT,
think.
what up, bro?
JT, what up, bro?
What's going
What's
on? What's
going
going on,
on?
brothers?
What's going
Well,
on?
I
What's going on?
I'm chilling. I think the one example that comes to my mind is OJ. OJ at first married a melanin woman, and she was standing right there, and he dropped it and got a pale one. And look what happened to him. I don't care. I don't care how much issues that I have with a black woman. That's my queen. I come from a queen. There ain't no switch. Ain't no switch back and forth for me. I'm with that black woman. I'm all about black. I'm all about us as a family. We stick together. Black man, the black woman, family together with the child. And that's why sometimes we cannot solve our issues because we quick to leave. I'm talking about us as men. We quick to leave of the status quo, what the society is saying. And the society never had the best of our interests. Me personally, always going to be with the black woman. I don't care. If I'm in the island and there's a white bitch, I'd rather go. And that's it. So I'm in alignment with the black woman. She was there from the beginning, and she gonna be there for eternity, no matter what. Start listening to these sound bites with society saying, because they do not have the of our interest. They don't. That's all I'm gonna say about it, brother. Thanks for having me.
Sure, what up, bro?
Sure, what up, bro?
Stay Sleep TV.
Stay Sleep TV.
Peace and happiness to all the living organisms. What's happening, everybody? Man, you know I got a different perspective on this. Let me get this damn microphone. Give me 1 second. My fault. Wasn't quite ready. I got a bit of a different perspective on this. Yeah, can y'all hear me, brothers?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yup.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, man. All right. As far as the like men running away, man, I think a lot of times we don't run away. You know, we get pushed away. Like because when men come up, like you said, DS1, a woman will hold you down and build a guy up, and they take off. But in most cases, the woman don't change like the guy do, and therefore she pushes him away. You know, and if they don't leave, it'll lead to some domestic violence, or she'll end up leading to his downfall and all that. And it's just most cases, man, it's a different mindset, man. I hate to say it, man. I know I'm gonna get killed for it, but man, it's a different mindset with other races of women. It's a huge difference. I don't know how many people actually date white women, man. I do, and I ain't a fucking shame of it. I'm actually proud of it. But man, it's a whole different mindset, y'all. It's just a reality that people got to start to admit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect example. I say it over and over again. I never had a white woman ask me for money. Never. And almost every situation you deal with a black woman, she asks you for money. Like, it could be for hair, it could be for car note, it could be for anything.
Hey, bro. Hey, sure. I mean, that's true. You know what I'm saying? But you know, bro, we got to keep it real. You know, a lot of our black women, bro, got their own money, and they don't need nothing from us, bro, but for us just to be there.
That ain't true in my case, man. I'm single and I date often, very often. And that's not the situations I deal with women, man. And I date a lot of women under 30.
Now, bro, let's keep it real. I mean, if you in a relationship with a woman, bro, or if it's, you know, a woman that you dealing with, you know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, of course you gonna spend bread, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, go out to eat, go to the movies, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, if I want to come down there to Cleveland and get a room, you think I ain't coming with something? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pay for her to eat. If I want to go to, you know, to the mall, or, you know, bro, if I want to go to, you know, holler at you, meet me up at City Blue. If I want to, you know, buy me a pair of Timbs and buy her some too. I mean, you know, I don't think nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you gotta spend money on a woman that you're dealing with, and a woman that's dealing with you, she got to spend money on you too, bro.
That ain't all actually the case, because that's what I'm trying to say. White women, that's not the case. Like, I don't get hit up out the blue from a woman that I just met that I never even fucked.
Hey, but a lot of these white bitches is broke too, bro. We got to keep it real. A lot of these white women ain't got it, bro. A lot of these.
Okay, and if they broke and not asking for money, what should that say about her? That's more of my point. I ain't saying she got money. I'm saying she's not asking for money. A woman that I never even fucked should never ask me for money. Should never hit me with I don't know how I'm gonna pay my car note. the damn voucher didn't get so and so. I don't know how I'm
Yo, sure.
that shit just come up out the blue.
Yo, sure. Maybe it's where you meeting these women, how you meeting them, and the class of these women. Maybe you need to up your quality, because if these women always begging and you always, attracting a begging ass woman, then maybe you need to find somewhere else to pick them up, bro.
I'm just giving you situations and scenarios, and I ain't just speaking of me. I'm giving my personal situations, but I'm also speaking of why people keep saying that men running away and giving up on the women and this and that, and that's not always the case. At some point, you know what I'm saying? You're not really giving up. You're moving on, and when you move to another level, when you live in a whole different class of life, it's a whole different mindset that you want to be around, and you cannot change some people's mindset. You can't be around certain people with a certain type of woman. That's just what it is. It don't matter if she's black or white. But
and I agree. I totally agree with that. But all I'm saying, bro, is there is a higher class of black women.
No shit.
That's all I'm saying. But from how you sounding, bro, it's almost sounded like you saying the next level is a white woman. Like there's not no low level white woman.
That's not what I'm saying. That's how you taking what I'm saying. I'm just telling you situations. Real life situations. When y'all both got women. Y'all both got a woman. So you're not out on the mark. You know, you ain't calling up multiple dates. You ain't getting an echo from. I'm getting an echo.
Mute yourself, JT.
Like, you ain't getting hit up from a woman you just met out the blue, asking you for $40. Like, y'all ain't. Seriously, man. Like, real life shit, man. Like, y'all ain't getting it, and it don't matter where you meeting them at. I'm telling you, man, it's the mindset, dog. I got 4 sisters, man. I know all the tricks of these women too. I mean, of course, it's not all. You know what I'm saying? But when we speaking in general, and look on social media, look at what the women doing, and they don't change their mindset as they grow. They don't change like men do. We fucking change, man. We mature and we try to, be more structured. Most of us definitely want to be a dad, a parent. You know what I'm saying? We don't run away. Why would we run from make a family with this woman and run to somebody else to be a stepfather? More than likely, that man got pushed away. And I'm speaking of that from my personal experience. Man, you know how hard I fought to try to be with a woman that I knew wasn't worth it? Like, I'm speaking from personal experience, and from what my ex is going through right now. I wouldn't wish on no woman. No woman, man. It's these women. It's not us. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just my experience and my take on it.
I mean, bro, come on, you know what I'm saying, bro? I mean, a lot of us black, men, we be fucking up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we gonna keep it a buck, we gonna keep it a buck. Us as black men, we be fucking up too, bro. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Got to have more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? Staying out all night. Coming home when the fuck we want to. You know what I'm saying? Phone going off while we in the bed with our women. Bro, we do shit like that. We got to keep it real. We be fucking up too, bro. You know what I'm saying? We be doing a lot of shit. We ain't got no business doing that as black men, bro. When it comes to the black women, bro, we be fucking up, bro. And the main thing that we fuck up on is that we feel like, we feel like we men. We ain't men if we ain't got 3-4 women. That's the biggest problem. You know what I'm saying?
That's that young nigga shit, though. Ain't too many old heads, 30 plus getting down like that.
Man, the older ones is worse than the younger ones, man. Because they want to be young still.
Yeah, it's all about the time and the era too. We gotta think about that too. And sometimes we have to talk about the time, talk about the era. See, when I was coming, I came with both parents. My mother and father lived.
So did I.
You know what I'm saying?
So did I.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen that. So I had to. So for me personally, I got a broader thinking. Now, had JT had this some shit in the past? Oh yeah. Oh yes, I did. But I own up to it. But at the same time, you know, the thing is about this. Is about for me personally, JT, it's time to grow up. You know, it's time like. You know, that's when I went when the time was. That's when I got married in '95, because I felt I did what I have to do. I was 29. I wanted, I want to have a family. I want to be a father, husband, everything. You know, it didn't work out, but I see the footprints of my mother and father. Before my father passed, they were together for 30 years. To me, that means a lot to me. Family always mean a lot to you. Stay together. And I always gonna be focused on that. So we have to understand that there's a lot of things has changed. There's a lot of dynamics in our family unit has changed. A lot of dynamics of our thinking. I'm talking about the structure of our family has changed. And the only way we got to come back to it, we got to be in alignment of, especially the black men, what we did wrong and correct it. Ensure that black woman, we're going to be there for them. And then because look at the NFL. Most of the brothers, I'm not saying all brothers, but there are some brothers, when they get money, they go with the white woman.
Why y'all think that is, man?
Huh?
I'ma say I think mute yourself real quick, JT. Good looking. Now, I think the reason why that happens is because I think that a lot of these dudes see other cultures of women as the goal. If I become successful, she's the trinket that comes along with my success. It's almost like an incentive. That's like the signing bonus. And it's not always a white woman. It could be a Japanese woman. It ain't always the white woman. That's why I say other cultures. I don't even always just harp on white women, because these athletes don't just marry white women, they marry Asian women also. So that's what I think it is. I think it's they looking at it like, oh, this what comes along with success. The Beamer and the foreign girl, the foreign woman and the foreign car.
You know what it is?
What you think it is, bro?
One word, brother. Mindset. It's strictly a mindset. That's all it is. I'm telling you.
Okay. So
every one of them other cultures got a different mindset than the black woman.
So what do you think is the difference between the mindset of a Blac Chyna and a Kim Kardashian?
Hold up. Hold that question 1 second. The black women that has that mindset, that the men that you talking about are looking for, once you look up in that success area, that class, it's very few, and most of them they taken. Most of them gone, and that's a sad fact. And most of the other women, they gonna have children already. Most of the other black women, they gonna have children. That's gonna be another thing that most of them guys look at, believe it or not. But it's a mindset. But what was your question?
Because you saying it's a mindset. So now I'm saying, what is the difference between the mindset of a Kim Kardashian and a Blac Chyna? Is there a difference?
Who is Blac Chyna? I don't even know who that is, dog.
Blac Chyna is the girl who messed with Rob Kardashian.
I swear to God, I don't know who that is. But
okay, what is the difference between the mindset of a Kim Kardashian and an Amber Rose?
I don't know. I can't say. But ain't neither one of them. Is Amber Rose black?
Yeah, Amber Rose is black.
I ain't familiar with her. I ain't too familiar with them. But the mindset that I'm speaking of is just simple things, man. As far as goals, belief in things, what they spend their money on, what's important to them. Right. That mindset.
Everything you just said. Now, everything you just said, Suge, those women I just asked you to compare have the same goals, have the same mindset, and they're black and white, but with the same mindset. So again, I'm trying to figure out, where does the mindset of the black woman and other cultures of women really differ, unless we're talking about levels?
GS1, you saying it like I'm saying there's no black women. I said it's very few. That's why you like that was like a trick question. It is some black women with a successful mindset, but it ain't many. It ain't many. Now, speaking on that, now let's talk about our class. The mindset of buying Jordans and name brand clothes, sending your child to public school. That mindset.
Okay.
Stand in the inner city on public assistance your entire life with a limited education.
Hey bro, but it's white bitches that's on welfare and living in the hood too.
I don't get that. I know shit.
So what is the actual point? If you could say the same thing for both parties.
You could say the same thing for both parties as far as almost any subject we talk about. But when you're talking about just in general, like you can't say white women going to get weave and extensions like black women. You can't say to certain things, man. Like you just can't compare them. I'm giving perfect examples of white girls don't ask me for money. That's real life shit. And repeatedly, black girls ask me for money. That mindset.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that because that's your experience. So I understand that.
Right. The public school thing. But we send our kids to public school, they whole fucking education, damn near. And name brand clothes. No savings account. No education. Having children before getting a college degree. Fuck getting married.
Man, bro, but it's a lot of white bitches, bro, that got kids. I'm just saying, bro, but I'm just saying though, Suge, when you saying that you know you breaking down, all of this, about the black woman, like the same go for, you know what I'm saying, for these white bitches, bro. Like you talking about the education system, bro. These white kids go to the same fucking schools we went to, our kids going to, our parents went to, and grandparents went to. We went to school with them. I mean, so how do the only how a white woman's education could be a little bit tip-top is if she went to college, but a lot of black women is in college too, bro.
Man, do you know there's some private schools that ain't had no fights in 10, 20 years compared to public schools in grade levels from kindergarten to high school? Every single public school have had the police called, they got metal detectors, all that shit. Them schools are not filled with white people. boss. Them schools is not the fucking same. It's about 6 white kids in them schools, man. And we know this and send our kids to them schools grade after grade after grade. When I go to my son's school, he is 11 years old, man. It's metal detectors in that fucking school.
But bro, okay, I understand what you saying, bro. You know, but okay, look at this though. Now, one thing you ain't mentioning, bro. Now, these white kids that got this super education and shit, bro. You know, kudos to them, bro. But them the same motherfucking white kids, bro. That when they get out of school, they come into our neighborhoods and spending money with us. They spending their money with us, so fuck their education, should.
Hey, you wondering why motherfuckers leaving? Hey, I'm telling y'all.
And sure, I feel what you saying as far as, you know, the schooling and stuff like that. And see, all that, you know, that goes back into, you know, the poverty situation. A lot of black women, you know, they living below the poverty level.
Poverty, and they got on Jordans.
So
come on, man, that's not true, man. If they buying them fucking clothes, they could pay for the tuition instead of buying the clothes.
That's true. You got a point, bro.
They don't have savings account. They think they fucking hair done weekly, man. They get their money on hair done, man.
But it's a lot of it's a lot of black women that live in the projects, bro. That bro. Listen, I hear what you saying, bro. But what you're not mentioning is, bro, a lot of these black women that live in the projects, bro, they get their black asses up every single morning, bro, and go to work.
Facts.
That's facts.
Oh, okay, that's part of life. You're supposed to earn a living. Hey, you don't get patted on the back for doing what you're supposed to do. Get out of that situation where you ain't got to get up and go to work every fucking day. Go to school and get an education. Do what's harder. It's easy to do that and settle, man. That ain't making it. And they don't have to settle for that. That's the thing, man. We don't have to settle for that.
Bro, but every black woman don't stay in the hood forever, bro. A lot of black women, a lot of black women save their money up and get up out the hood and get them a nicer apartment in a nicer neighborhood, or they go get them a crib.
But we not talking about them. We talking about the ones that get left by the black man, bro. So we not talking about those black women. Remember? We talking about the ones that get left that y'all saying giving up on.
Bro, the black woman get left whether she got a job or not, bro. That's the whole point.
Facts.
Man, come on, man. That's not facts, man.
That is facts.
You can say that for, so I mean, you can play devil's advocate for anything, man. You can play devil's advocate for anything, but that's
and we have to do that because there ain't no absolutes, sure. You talking like it's absolutes.
No,
there are no absolutes.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking like there's no absolute. I'm not saying it's an absolute. But I'm speaking facts. I know that.
Yeah, I ain't disagree with you yet.
Okay.
I ain't disagree with you yet. But what I'm trying to do is keep the conversation open. Like I said, there's no absolutes, man.
But
and that's what we want to keep letting that be known.
Man, them women, yo, listen, man. Most black men that's with white, they not. Oh, I wanna. That's not what it is, man. That is not what it is, y'all. I'm telling you, that is not for you. That ain't the case for most of them either. That's not the case for most of them either. I'm giving my opinion like everybody else.
Okay.
Just like if you saying they think, what you said it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what you is. That's what you say. And no, I'm saying I don't think that's what it is. I think most black men end up that way. They gotta go that route because of the mindset. It's a mindset, man.
So are you saying, and I'm asking you a question. I ain't making no statement, I ain't making no assumption. You laughing. I'm gonna put it out there before I say it, and then you feel like I'm putting words in your mouth because I know how you get, bro. So I'm stating this. I'm asking you this question. So, do you feel like when a black man becomes successful, that a black woman could be his downfall? That's the reason for him, quote unquote, moving up, because their mindset can bring them down.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I just want. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And they try hard and hard, man. I know I'm trying hard. I'm telling you, man, you have no idea what these women, what man, listen, I can't even explain. I can't even speculate what I think be going on in their minds, man. You know, I think they always just looking for something more, something better, something greater. You know, I don't know, man. But man, y'all 100, man. Y'all know these women is just doing some of the worst behavior and making some of the worst choices and decisions ever. And as far as raising the kids too. We can get into that, and man.
Okay. Well, we got a sister on the panel, and let's let her chime in, bro. What's going on, El?
What's going on, El?
Peace to everybody. He said so many things that I disagree with, but where do I start? Okay, you said something about what's happening with predominantly black children going to those public schools. Something to that effect. And
yeah, I said fights and police being called to the school.
Okay, but now you said there's some schools where exclusively or predominantly all white people go to, and there's no drama or bullshit. But you got white children going and shooting up their schools that they go to, and these are schools that black children don't attend to. What do you think about that?
I think that's a horrible tragedy. I feel sorry for them people.
So, no, okay, but what I'm asking is, if there's so much bullshit in these black schools, or predominantly all black schools, but you have, for an example, Columbine, where these two white kids just went up and was killing all these people, you don't think that, what's the mindset between the two? Like, how can you feel sorry for them but not feel sorry for, black people who go to these schools and have to deal with that bullshit? But at the end of the day, it's not exclusively to all black schools.
I do feel sorry for them, and my kids even go to them schools. I just spoke on that, and it's a choice that's being made by the woman to send them to those schools. And violence can happen.
Okay,
anywhere.
But you don't.
Violence can happen anywhere.
Okay, yes, but you spoke on specifically why some white schools don't have crime or violence or whatever, but that's not all white schools.
I said private schools. I ain't say white. You keep saying white schools.
Private
said private schools. There are bunch
so
of
there's no black private schools.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's a couple of in here in Cleveland too that I can mention, and that's why I said private schools. But I said most of the private schools are filled with white students. That's what I said.
Okay. And another thing I wanted to speak on is, pretty much saying what brother DS1 has said, or yeah, I'll call him DS1. It is definitely a mindset. When you say a lot of them don't have goals or want to achieve, a lot of black women don't have goals or want to achieve something. I disagree with that. I also disagree with like black women, being in the projects, and some of them want to be in the they want to be in the projects all their lives. I gotta admit, some of them are like that, but that's not all of them. And white women live in public housing or projects. White women, not all of them are top tier, successful mindset having type of women. And to say most black women don't have that, I think you're speaking from a place of dissatisfaction with your personal experiences. I don't think that it comes from a place of, well, this is what I observed. This is just what I see on a day-to-day basis. I think you might have met some black women that you just that just weren't successful relationships.
Shit, what it do, baby? We got quiet.
What
What's
up, bro?
going down? Oh man, I'm just
Just
listening
with this
to.
motherfucking TV, man.
As far as the whole discussion about, I ain't catch the whole thing, so I'm just gonna chime in on basic on what I little bit I heard. Uh, all I can say is, if you want to talk about successful, if you look at the rate of between entrepreneurship and college degrees, there is no more successful woman on the planet than the black woman. Actually, the only person that even comes second would be an Asian woman or a Jewish woman. You know what I'm saying? But the average white woman don't pale in comparison when you just look at the statistics. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, between entrepreneurship and college degrees, ain't nobody getting more educated than a black woman. So I would say that if a person would try to use that as a barometer based upon society's propaganda to make you think that the vast majority of women, black women, are this whatever, I would say that that's being a victim of propaganda just based upon the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So percentage wise, like I said, it would be the black for entrepreneurship and having their own business and women going to college. Black women are first above everybody. Even they're above white men, white women. The only person that's close to them, like I said, is the Asian woman. Then it's the Asian man,
I chime in on that.
and yeah. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. And so I would say that what we gotta do is stop trying to see everything through a Eurocentric lens, because we have got to understand in regards to white privilege. Because just because you see a white woman sitting behind a desk as a clerk does not necessarily mean that just because you see a sister sitting behind a desk as a clerk don't necessarily mean she ain't finished college. She just could be trying to find a job in that particular field. You know what I'm saying? Because what we tend to do is look at stuff. What we tend to do is look at stuff from their perspective, how they see us, as opposed to looking at us how the reality of us. Do we know that we have ratchet motherfuckers in our community? Of course. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, do we know that white folks have white trailer trash? White, yeah, of course they do. But do they accent? See, this is what we have got to stop doing. You know what I'm saying? Do they accentuate their white trash? No. You know what I'm saying? Do Asians got trash? And if you go to down here in Bel Air, they got Asian trash, so to speak. But do they highlight that Asian trash? No, they don't. Jewish got Jewish trash. The people that they don't they deem uh, unacceptable about their behavior, things of that nature. Do they accentuate those groups? No. I use this all the time. But Ja Rule had this line. I was talking about this the other day. Ja Rule had this line where he said, "I love Asian women. Not only do they give good head, they change the linen." The Asian women boycotted to the point where he took that out. Now we all know about the Asian massage parlors where you can go to and pay $200 and do whatever you want to do to the little Asian chick. But they still, even though they have that element in their community, them women still said, "Nope, you ain't finna accentuate that element in our community." You see what I'm saying? So what we have got to start doing as people is stop letting our minority become the face for us, because no other ethnic group lets their minority become the face for them. So
I agree with that.
it's up to us to start stepping up and putting the sister that got her own business at the forefront, putting the sister that graduated to have a master's degree at the forefront, putting the sister that may be a firefighter or whatever the case may be at the forefront, put the sister that's a scientist at the forefront. We got to start. It's up to those sisters to take the lead and become the leaders of black women and control their own image. Because if you do not, you know what I'm saying? He who controls the image controls the mind. All you gotta do is read propaganda by Eric Benes, and he tell you that. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't control your own image and you let somebody else control it for you, what ends up happening is you cannot get mad at the image that is portrayed. So it's up to women of color to a hold each other accountable, and the ratchet among you is up to y'all to straighten them out. It's not a man's job to straighten them out. You see what I'm saying? Just like it's us men's job, it's our job to straighten out the bullshit niggas in our group. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to y'all to hold each other accountable. Y'all straighten each other out, but it's also up to y'all to control y'all own image. And that's all I really got to say about that.
I wanted to ask, why would a black man leave an educated, entrepreneurial woman, for a white woman? That's what I wanted to ask.
I mean, that's
Cause
something
no,
that
never mind. Yeah, y'all
you
want me
want
to
me.
talk?
Go ahead, go ahead. I didn't know. I didn't know you somebody else was talking. Go ahead.
A lot of black men, a lot of black men, but some of the black males, they don't lead the black women. They just double cross them, and then you wonder why some of these women hate black men. Like Egypt Ann, you know her, Egypt Ann, the one who had Egypt Ann DS1.
Nah, who is that, little bro?
Uh, Egypt and that woman who hates black men. She's a black woman who hates black men. I just went on her channel and then she calling us apes and monkeys and all the kind. She's a black woman.
Yeah, she wanna, she one of those burnt women, who probably got burnt her whole life by black men. So, she just, wallowing in her sorrows and misery. Don't pay. See, those are the women we're not. We're those women are not, involved in this conversation, little bro. They don't count because those women don't have not a general, but a genuine concern for the black race, period. Because they don't care about black men.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
a
Now,
why
can
they
fact.
saying what they saying. So they don't even
I
count,
agree,
bro.
man.
They don't
Yeah,
even
them
count.
yeah, them type of
now,
females, none of them type of females I stay away from because they'll get their white dads to come kill us. Those that type of women I need to stay away from.
Yep.
and now to answer the brother's question, before we get, you know what I'm saying? That's an individual thing. Like to say, why would a black man leave a successful black woman for a white woman? I mean, that's like I said, that's an individual thing. I mean, some people do it. Now, you have different theories, but I'm not in the mind of that particular individual to know. Now, it's theories. Some people say they do it because to move up to that next echelon, you got to have it. Some people view it as some kind of uh, trophy type situation where white woman becomes the standard of beauty, and for you to feel successful, you got to feel like you have a white woman on it. So it's different. It's different. I mean, we all watched the movie Waiting to Exhale. You see what I'm saying? I mean, who knows? I mean, but my whole thing is, to me, if that woman is good enough for you to have your back through whatever, you know what I'm saying? It would make more sense for you to stick with the person that was there when you ain't had shit. So that would be the ideal situation. And if you can't be with that one, be with another one like it, because obviously, them women have some kind of fortitude that allows them to stick by you when you don't have nothing. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to the person that's uh that's a Johnny come lately. So that's what I would say. So I mean, that would, to me, that's more of an indictment on the man to leave somebody that was there for him and that had
Right.
his back. You know, it's more an indictment on him than the woman.
Yeah,
So
right. But I think that education number a little inflated, man, because I don't know about that, man. I just think they may be like the most enrolled and shit like that.
I mean, but Suge, now you asked the question about why would a black man leave a successful black woman? Okay, for a white woman. Now I'm gonna ask you this question. Now, with that being said, now why niggas getting with these white women that's trying to look like black women?
Good
Uh,
question.
look like black. As far as what? What you mean?
Come on, bro. The way the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they do shit. Come on, bro. We not gonna sit up here and act like the black woman ain't as much copycat as the black man, bro. You know what I'm saying? All these other nationalities of women, they know what time it is. They
I
know,
don't
they
totally
know,
agree with
they
that.
know that the black woman stand firm, bro. They try to be like her. Nowadays you got a whole lot of white women being strippers. Now you got a bunch of white women on Instagram
They
selling
teach that shit.
selling their ass for pork skins too.
The bitches been nasty. What you mean?
but the thing is, that's a good question. In all seriousness, because I mean, all you gotta do is look at Kylie Jenner. Look at her before pictures and look at her after pictures. What was she trying to emulate with getting her lips plumped up? Who was Kim Kardashian trying to emulate when she put that fixer fat in her booty? You see what I'm saying? Who are these women trying to emulate?
Black women.
So so again, you gotta ask yourself the psychosis of a dude who would say, I don't want the original, I want the copycat. So you gotta ask yourself, what kind of psychosis is that? It's the same kind of psychosis for that a woman would say, I don't want a man, but get with a woman that dressed like a man. It's the same
No,
type of
D.
psychosis.
Hold
You know
on,
what I'm
no,
saying?
you
It's
just
the it's,
answered
it's the same. But I said, listen to what I'm saying. It's
right.
a sickness. It's a sickness type psychosis for a dude to say, I don't want a black woman, but get a white woman that put fixing fat in her ass. You know what I'm saying? And plumping up her lips and doing all this other shit to look more ethnic, to look more black. So it's the same type of psychosis and sickness.
Right. Listen, and maybe the same psychosis with the hair. Maybe that's why the black man going to the white woman because they looking at the black woman like, man, she doing this shit to her hair every motherfucking day. This goddamn weave. I got to pay all this money. Well, maybe I could just go to the white woman and I ain't got to deal with that. Just maybe that's what it
Man,
is.
if it's niggas talking like that, bro, then you know what I'm saying. If you having to pay a couple times a month for your woman to get her hair done, if that is a problem to you so bad that a motherfucker run to a white woman, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Hair
I mean, because bro, these white women, they like
in
to
the
get,
hood.
these white women like to get their hair done. These white women like to get tans. These white women like to get their feet done. These white women like nice clothes. These white women like nice cars. These white women like nice homes. These white women like money, bro. These white women out here using men for money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, bro,
Shook think he gonna
if you
save some
now
money.
you now, bro, you saying about the different clothes and stuff. Okay, for instance, black women like to wear Gucci, Prada, Dolce and Gabbana, but guess what, bro? They wouldn't be able to buy that shit if the white man didn't create this shit for his women to wear.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm talking about in the fucking hood wearing and buying that shit all your fucking life, buying that shit, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't you saying like something wrong with the stuff? It ain't nothing wrong with it, man. But if you in the fucking projects, you shouldn't have no brand new ass motherfucking car. You should be trying to get the fuck out the projects. It's a mindset.
That goes for black men too.
Yeah, absolutely. That goes for all of us. Absolutely. But as far as the psychosis that D-Red was saying, it goes both ways. That just could be what it is, man, because you got to think about it. That hair shit is serious. It's more serious than you want to think about. You know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody who live in check to check. And that
I have to agree with Suge on that to a certain degree, because at the same time you can't have it both ways. If we gonna
right.
call it if we gonna call it a psychosis, in the simple fact that a brother going to a white woman that's getting tan, plumping up her lips, plumping up her ass, doing all this old shit, we do gotta say that it's a psychosis for a sister to be putting blonde weave in her head. If we putting, you see what I'm saying, putting blue contacts in her eyes.
And on
We
dark
gotta say,
skin pictures, look at they
yeah,
all light they filters.
you know what
And
I'm saying?
every
So
dark skin
Right,
chick lighting up her filters.
right.
so
And
you
I
gotta have.
agree with that. I think that's fucked up. But what do you have to say about a man who keeps constantly telling dark skinned women you don't look good because you're dark skinned. You're not good enough. You're not worthy of somebody loving you.
I think he a
You're
piece
not
of
a dark
shit.
skinned black woman. That fucks up her mindset when you keep hearing that from men who look like you.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what else could fuck up the mindset? A child watching her mother do that makeup and all that hair shit every single day, and then she think that her natural beauty is not gonna be acceptable. So when she grow up, she thinks she gotta get weave, she gotta get perms, she gotta get extensions and braids and all that stuff because her natural beauty just not good enough.
That's true.
I agree with that. I agree with
And
that.
that
I agree
continues
with
the
that.
cycle. That continues the cycle.
Absolutely.
And it also adds to the fact of a dude looking at his mom not love herself. So some kind of way it affects his love for himself. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, especially when you're dealing with a single parent home, if the son is looking at the mom, and the mom is his pillar of strength, and his pillar of strength is not embracing herself, in his subconscious he don't embrace himself. So a lot of times that'll lead to other issues where the dude is looking for a white girl or whatever, and you wondering why that's the case. You see what I'm saying? Because he's looking at you not love yourself, so he's gonna gravitate to whoever it is that he deemed, whoever the mother is seems to be looking up to and admiring. That's who he's gonna skip the mom and admire who she's admiring. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we gotta. I mean, like I said, it's a psychosis. So it's a
And
total
that's
psychosis.
and see where y'all just took the conversation, that's where it just met with the topic. Because what y'all just touched on is what caters to black women saying that black men is giving up on them, and ways that black men have gave up on them. Because if we're giving up on ourselves, by default we're gonna give up on our women because we're not strong enough to fight the fight anymore. And we have to take into consideration that a lot of our women, like I was saying, they feel like black men are not sticking in. They're not fighting like the men of the past. I mean, let's look at our grandfathers. Shit, our grandmothers gave our grandfathers hell. Shit, we might have even saw our mothers give our dads hell. But you didn't never see him quick to run out. You didn't never see him quick to say, yo, I'm leaving. Where now a simple argument a dude to walk out on his family. You know what I'm saying? Where,
But see,
and that's a problem.
but I think that come from us not building understanding. My dad and my stepmom been together for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like 30 some years or some shit. And my daddy, that he always said it's the friendship that help us make it through the hard times, not that being the love shit. He said
Right.
that being the love shit comes and goes. But what's happening is motherfuckers is trying to get base relationships off of swag. Motherfuckers is trying to base relationship off of looks. Motherfuckers is trying to base relationship off of everything but friendship. You see what I'm saying? Like me and my chick, that's my dog. That's my homegirl. You see what I'm saying? That's my nigga. So me and her could be on the phone all motherfucking day because I talk to her the same way I talk to my partners. You see what I'm saying? It's the friendship. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of times people are not building that friendship. So what ends up happening the first sign of trouble, motherfuckers is out because that nigga was only there for the pussy anyway. And once the pussy got old, the first argument he gonna chuck her ass to dudes. You see what I'm saying? Once shit get real, chicks the same way. You know what I'm saying? She was with the nigga because of his swag. Well, shit, once the nigga fall in love, he don't have the same swag. So now, bitch, she out for the next nigga who she feel got that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. So because everybody's basing it off of dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's the microwave mentality. You see what I'm saying? The motherfuckers ain't trying to cook a motherfucking roast. They ain't trying to put that motherfucker in the slow cooker and let that bitch simmer. You see what I'm saying? Until it become well done. Motherfuckers are trying to pop that bitch in the microwave in 20 seconds trying to eat. You see what I'm saying? And so we have got to get back to mentoring. And this is why motherfuckers ain't gonna like it. But I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers like it or not. The reality is, I think if you want to talk about consciousness, if you want to talk about boots on the ground, if you want to talk about community, nation building, I don't even think a motherfucker should even have a say so on shit if they ain't in no committed relationship. Because the first to build a nation, a nation is just a collection of families working together for the same goal. If a motherfucker don't have no family, if a motherfucker ain't got, and they go for sisters too. If you don't know how to keep no nigga, you know what I'm saying? Then guess what? You don't need to speak right now. You need to be talking to the sisters that are married and maybe getting some coaching on what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dude and you ain't got no chick, you see what I'm saying? You need to be listening to the dudes that do and getting some coaching because that's the difference between a lot of these other communities. When you talk to them, the married couples counsel the single people on how to be married. You see what I'm saying? What we got is a
Good
bunch of
point.
motherfuckers. We got a bunch of single motherfuckers talking about black power. And we got a bunch of single motherfuckers talking about, man, love for your people. This, that, and the third. You got a bunch of single motherfuckers trying to critique shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, first get your shit in order. Because if you really for your people, you gonna be the example of what you're supposed to be. You gotta be the walking example. You see what I'm saying of what you proposing. And it starts at home. It don't start outside the home. It starts inside the home. So if you can't be the example of that, then you need to sit your ass down and listen to the motherfuckers who was. You see what I'm saying? Malcolm didn't become Malcolm until he had Betty. Martin didn't become Martin until he had motherfucking Coretta. Shit, Mega Evers didn't become Mega Evers till he had Merle. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Garvey wouldn't have been nothing without Annie. You know what I'm saying? This is just the facts. You see what I'm saying? So to be a true leader, you got to have something that you understand what you are fighting for. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to my chick and I'm out here doing stuff in the community, I understand what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for her. I'm fighting for our kids. You see what I'm saying? I understand what I'm fighting for because I see, you know what I'm saying, into the future where I want my sons to be, where I want our daughter to be. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, this is what I'm fighting for. This is my goal. I might not achieve that goal, but if I plant the seeds in them to continue the fight that I started, maybe we can achieve it. This is how successful white folks think. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about the Illuminati and all of those different shit, them motherfuckers playing 100 years from now. But their kids carry on that legacy. The kids carry on the fight, and what we got to do is start with self, start building in your home, and get with families that think the same way we think, and start building with those families. People always talk about Black Wall Street, but who were they? Who was J.B. Stratford? Who was O.W. Gurley? They were family men, and they built with other family men to establish a community. Go look at who the deacons for defense were. What sparked the deacons for defense to actually get out there and move? It was because the dude was fucking with the police. He saw the police fucking with his
Facts.
daughter. His, Once he saw the police fucking with his daughter, he said, "Fuck this! You're not gonna do this to my daughter." And he strapped up because it's your family that gives you a reason to fight and die. Period. And if you don't have that, you need to sit your ass down and get that and focus on that before you can talk about liberation and freedom.
Mm.
Facts. Facts, OG. That's a fact, man. Y'all want to touch on that?
Go more on Brother D-Red's point, this JT. There's no more courting no more. When see, I remember, and I'm going back now, like 30, almost 40 years ago, I seen this. When we us as a people, we in a relationship or married, we don't go out together and build together. There's no more elders around to see that other couples is happy. We don't see families unite as one. When I remember back in bookings to be block parties, I remember each family coming to the picture, come into one certain go, and it's be one block party. And then other people hear about it, and everybody we just join. And we all have a good time, but at the same time, we protect each other and we keep it moving. And I urge we have to get back to these values that if you're married or you're in a relationship or whatever, hang out with the kids and everything, make a time for both of y'all. I'm talking about when the kids go to sleep. That's your time. How you doing? What's going on? Grab a little bite to eat. Go to get some ice cream. Do something for the family, but do something for y'all. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Let that black woman know that you still my best friend, no matter what. We got to get back to courting again. We got to get back to respect her again. To let her know that she is valued. Not just being with the family. Just do something. Take a walk down the block. See, these are the elements that we're not doing. And we got to get back to that. And that's all I'm saying. Thank you.
Any one of y'all brothers got anything else y'all want to say on this topic?
I love black women.
No doubt. Salute to that, bro.
I mean, like I said, I hate that came in late because it seemed like a good bill. So, like I said, that's the only thing I think people just, I gotta say, people, man, bros, is good women out here. You just gotta take your time. And sometimes you gotta let them find you. You know what I'm saying? Uh, we gotta, and we gotta be men. You see what I'm saying? Like men, that's why I've been. If y'all notice, I don't really be on as many panels because I'll be about solutions. I get tired of hearing these niggas talk about the problem. You see what I'm saying? And,
Facts.
and, to, and to me, these niggas ain't about the solution. These niggas just want to keep talking and talking and talking. So it's like after a while, I'll be like, man, fuck this nigga. I don't want to talk. I don't even want to get on their panel. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I fuck with DF1 because he be we always end up getting to some shit where we talking about the damn solution. And I'm just at a point now where me and baby, we working on shit. We got shit cooking. To where we trying to actually, employ niggas. We set shit up to where we, what I'm saying, where we counseling and she running for shit with the PTA. We complain about the schools, but we ain't getting involved in the schools to make the changes in the schools like she doing PTA shit. You see what I'm saying? She just, you know what I mean? So it's our responsibility to be the change that we say we want. We can't just talk about the shit. You see what I'm saying? If you're a sister, if you're a brother, you got kids in school, you know what I'm saying? Join the PTA. You know what I'm saying? Start coaching the little league. I tell people all the time. I started in the community coaching little league football. I didn't start out trying to be no damn activist. It just
Mm-hmm.
happened. It just fucking happened. You see what I'm saying? But get up in your community and start doing shit, and it'll just happen. You'll meet motherfuckers. I met J-No. I met Sean Patterson of the Black Riders Liberation Party. I started meeting people doing the same shit with the same goal. I ran across my high school dude I know since junior high school, Curtis. He was refereeing. Me and Curtis was both into doing shit for the kids, and we came up with exposure is key, and we got to doing the garden and shit. So but it took me being out there to run across these people. Coach Norman with Be Busy Inc. and Be Busy Wellness Center. I go out there, help him, volunteer, help him with his clinic. He got in the hood. It just start somewhere and do something, and you'll run across the people that you need to run across, and then you'll find that's how you'll end up finding the type of woman that you need, actually, or the type of brother that you need. You know what I'm saying? You'll run across the brother that's serious about community building, and then you'll find that brother that can lead a household. You'll find a sister that's really care about the community, that got that compassion in that heart. And guess what that'll do? You know what I'm saying? That'll make you want to fight harder because you got that rock that you can come home to that's soft at the same time. She'll be your rock 'cause when she might have to kick you in your ass every now and then. But shit, when you done did what you're supposed to do, guess what? You got something soft and that smell good to live with. You see what I'm saying? Because it stroke your head and tell you, baby, I'm proud of you. So it go both ways. But you're not gonna find that sitting on your ass, and you damn sure ain't gonna find that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might get lucky. You know what I'm saying, to find the shit on YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. But that's lightning in the bottle. It can happen, but it's not probable. You see what I'm saying? So I just say, man, get out there in your community, make a change where you lay your head at. You see what I'm saying? That's it.
Salute, salute. Good looking out, bro. Suge, you want to touch on that before we close out?
No, man, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Just thanks, man, for letting me come on, and don't get it twisted, man. You know, I know what it is. I hope. You know, I'm gonna get hammered by a few people.
Well, that's what happens when you, bro. It's all good, man. You know,
Man, good looking, big dog.
you already know, bro. Salute. Boss, you want to touch on that before we close out, bro?
I mean, I just want to say, to the brothers out there, man, don't give up on the black woman. You know, we know, we deal with some burdacos, and they got their issues and stuff like that, but that ain't enough to go your own way. I'm gonna say it like that, because you could turn your back and go either way you want to go. It's trouble everywhere you go. So that's just like women. You can go to different color, you can go to a different nationality all you want to, but if you think for 1 minute that you ain't prone to face the same shit that you got to face with your own kind, you know, you put down that dope. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to say about it.
I got something to say too, man. Yeah, after I told you about each of them, yeah, I flagged one of her videos too for her hate speech. I'm getting tired of her, so
Hey, bro.
uh,
Bro, I'll holler at you in a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro asking you, do you got anything you want to say?
Oh,
before he close out about what we talked about.
no, I ain't got. Yeah, I got something. Say, women, y'all need to stop destroying. Y'all, black women, please, y'all need to stop talking crazy to black men too.
All right. No doubt, no
All right.
doubt. Yo, JT, you got something you want to say, bro, on the closeout?
All I could just say, man, that brothers, man, we just got to be there for our women, no matter what. That's it. Do whatever it takes, and be accountable what you do. And when they see when you be accountable, they will work. They will do whatever they can to be with you. And that's it. Thanks a lot.
No doubt. And on the closeout for me, man, I just want to say, you know, like I said, I came up with this topic because I just wanted to have a conversation with, with my brothers, man, and get their perspective on this because, I don't want our women to hate us in general, and just from the conversation we having tonight, we got a lot of things established, and I feel like just by us having this conversation, from this conversation, we can move forward, and all of us as individuals, we could work on some things. And I feel like that's our job as men, to constantly work on ourselves. That's our job, to work. So even if you're not out in the street working, you should be every day working on self-development. That's what we need to do as black men. And black women need to do the same thing. But I'm talking to us, and we have to constantly do that. And our women need to see us doing that because they look at us as we're in a very weak and vulnerable state, and I agree with them in a lot of things, and a lot of things I disagree. But it's always good for us, brothers, to sit down and have these conversations because we need to sharpen our swords. All of us need to sharpen our swords. And that's what we need to be doing, man. This is just sparring. Having these conversations is just intellectual spars. And this is what we need to be doing as black men when we sitting down and we ciphering. We don't need to always just sit down and cipher about sports, always sit down and cipher about, just shooting a breeze and shit. We need to really sit down and have these important conversations, man, because it's going to help us be better men. And as long as we're better men, we're better fathers, we're better husbands. And the better we are, the more quality we have within us, will attract better quality also. So that's all I wanted to say. Shout out to everybody for coming through tonight. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Uncle Shug, my brother Boss, JT, Jalen, my brother D Red. Shout out to Elm City for coming through. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Good looking through for coming through tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Stay tuned, family. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Shout out to the Alliance. Y'all have a good day tomorrow. Y'all stay safe. And I holla at y'all. Peace.